Eat That Frog, Chapter 5. Practice creative procrastination. Make time for getting big tasks done every day. Plan your daily workload in advance. Single out the relatively few small jobs that absolutely must be done immediately in the morning, then go directly to the big tasks and pursue them to completion. Boardroom reports. Creative procrastination is one of the most effective of all personal performance techniques. It can change your life. The fact is that you can't do everything that you have to do. You have to procrastinate on something. Therefore, deliberately and consciously procrastinate on small tasks. Put off eating smaller or less ugly frogs. Eat the biggest and ugliest frogs before anything else. Do the worst first. Side note, it's like eating your Brussels sprouts before you get to dessert because you'd rather have the taste gone first so you can enjoy the dessert. If you eat dessert first and then still have to eat your Brussels sprouts, ew, I don't want to end the day with okay, I like Brussels sprouts, so maybe that's not a fair analogy, but you get the gist of it, right? Eat the biggest and ugliest frogs before anything else. Do the worst first. Everyone procrastinates. The difference between high performers and low performers. Everyone procrastinates. The difference between high performers and low performers is largely determined by what they choose to procrastinate on. Since you must procrastinate anyway, decide today to procrastinate on low value activities. Decide to procrastinate on outsource, delegate, and eliminate those activities that don't make much of a contribution to your life in any case. Get rid of the tadpoles and focus on the frogs. Priorities versus posteriorities. Here is a key point. To set proper priorities, you must set posteriorities as well. A priority is something that you do more of and sooner, while a posteriority is something that you do less of and later, if at all. Rule: you can get your time and your life under control only to the degree to which you discontinue lower value activities. One of the most powerful of all words in time management is the word no. Say it politely, say it clearly so that there are no misunderstandings. Say it regularly as a normal part of your time management vocabulary. Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, was once asked his secret of success. He replied, quote, "Simple. I just say no to everything that is not absolutely vital to me at the moment." End quote. Say no to anything that is not a high value use to your time and your life. Say no graciously, but firmly, to avoid agreeing to something against your will. Say it early and say it often. Remember that you have no spare time. As we say, your dance card is full. For you to do something new, you must complete or stop doing something old. Getting in requires getting out. Picking up means putting down. Creative procrastination is the act of thoughtfully and deliberately deciding upon the exact things you are not going to do right now, if ever. Procrastinate on purpose. Most people engage in unconscious procrastination. They procrastinate without thinking about it. As a result, they procrastinate on the big, valuable, important tasks that can have significant long-term consequences in their lives and careers. You must avoid this common tendency at all costs. Your job is to deliberately procrastinate on tasks that are of low value so that you have more time for tasks that can make a big difference in your life or work. Continually review your duties and responsibilities to identify time-consuming tasks and activities that you can abandon with no real loss. This is an ongoing responsibility for you that never ends. For example, a friend of mine was an avid golfer when he was single. He liked to golf 3 or 4 times a week, 3 to 4 hours each time. Over a period of years, he started a business, got married, and had 2 children. But he still played golf 3 to 4 times a week until he finally realized that his time on the golf course was causing him enormous stress at home and at the office. Only by abandoning most of his golf games could he get his life back under control. And he did. He cut back to 1 round of golf per week and transformed his life, especially his home life. Set priorities on time-consuming activities. Continually review your life and work to find time-consuming tasks and activities that you can abandon. Cut down on television watching and internet surfing and instead spend the time with your family. Read, exercise, or do something else that enhances the quality of your life. Look at your work activities and identify the tasks that you could delegate or eliminate to free up more time for the work that really counts. Begin today to practice creative procrastination. Set priorities wherever and whenever you can. This decision alone can enable you to get your time and your life under control. Eat that frog. 1. Practice zero-based thinking in every part of your life. Ask yourself continually, if I were not doing this already, knowing what I know now, would I start doing it again today? If it is something you would not start again today, knowing what you know now, it's a prime candidate for abandonment or creative procrastination. 2. Examine each of your personal and work activities and evaluate it based on your current situation. Select at least one activity to abandon immediately or at least deliberately put off until your more important goals have been achieved. And that's the end of chapter 5, my friends. We'll see you in chapter 6.